We are finally in Season 1. Let me share what brings me to level 50 in a couple of hours as playing a Druid character. I mainly use Poison Creeper combined with Landslide to clear monster very fast. With the new Malignant Hearts in the season, especially this Inexorable Force Heart, you can pull a large amount of mobs towards you after casting a ultimate skill, Petrify in this case. Then you use Poison Creeper to do a ton of AoE damage in a very large area. With Landslide's guaranteed critical strike, combined with Packleader Spirit Boon, Poison Creeper's cooldown will be reset very fast, which allows you to continuously dealing huge AoE damage. Packleader makes critical strikes to have 20% chance to reset your Poison Creeper's cooldown. Because our primal Landslide skill has a guaranteed critical strike, this cooldown reset happens a lot often. This is another fight that you can see within a few seconds. Poison Creeper's cooldown was reset 3 times in a row. This is why this build can kill monsters fast and level fast. The only downside is that you need to get familiar with the Landslide teeny AoE range. However, we are very tanky as a Druid with the Earthen Bulwark skill. You will also use Landslide for single target damage. Use Storm Strike to get the spirit back and immobilize, and then use Landslide for crit. I will go over the skill tree, aspect, and gears. All of these are on the D4 Planner website linked in the description. Hope this can help you level your Druid character fast in the season. For basic skill, we use Storm Strike to get spirit back and also gain damage reduction. Enhanced Storm Strike to immobilize enemies, and also Fierce Storm Strike to make enemies vulnerable. We use Landslide as our core skill, Enhanced Landslide, and very importantly Primary Landslide to get guaranteed critical strike. We can use Heart of the Wild and also go to Wild Impulses to further increase the damage, but all these 3 can be optional and you can add this later in the game. Earthen Bulwark as our defensive skill, and then enhance the Earthen Bulwark to become unstoppable. And I use Preserving Earthen Bulwark to get Fortify. Poison Creeper is one of our main damage output, and then enhance the Poison Creeper and use Ferocious Poison Creeper to increase its duration. We use Trample to deal damage to the mobs, but more importantly is to use Savage Trample to get 40 spirit back. This is very important. Earlier on, I think you can use Blood Howl and also Innate Blood Howl to get 20 spirit back, but later you should switch to Trample to get more spirit back. We also add Odd Earth skill passives to further increase the damage and also get defensive using Fortify. We get all the points for Petrify on the tree and put 1 point into Defiance because we want to get Natural Disaster to further increase our Earth skill damage to vulnerable enemies. And lastly, we use Nature's Fury as our key passive. Around level 30, you can start looking for adding aspects onto your gears. The most important ones are Aspect of Mending, Aspect of Crash Stone, and Aspect of Rapid. You can add other aspects as you make progress. Below level 50, low specific stats are really required for leveling. In general, you will look for damage stat on your rings and amulet, armor and all kinds of damage reduction on your helmet, chest, and pants. Look for plus rank of Landslide on your glove. Look for the highest damage point on a two-handed weapon. We use Aspect of Mending on our helmet to increase the duration of Earthen Bulwark and allows it to replenish. And then Aspect of Disobedience to get more protection with armor. Subterranean is a new aspect in Season 1 which allows you to cast the Landslide automatically whenever you use Poison Creeper. This is really nice to have. We use Aspect of Might on our Pant to get further damage reduction. And then Aspect of Quicksand on the boots to actually slow down enemy whenever you hit them. We use Aspect of Rapid on our Amulet to increase the attack speed of the basic skills, because we want to get our spirit back by cast Storm Strike and also immobilize the enemies. We use Aspect of Retaliation on one of our rings to increase the damage of the core skill when we are fortified, because we are almost constantly fortified in this build, so this damage boost is always on. And then we use Aspect of Crash Stone on another ring to further increase the critical damage on CC'd enemies. In terms of what to do to level, I opted in skipping the campaign. For most of the time, I was doing the Whisper dungeons and occasionally side quests to get more renown. The Whisper dungeons have good mob density, and after you collect 10 Grim Fevers, you give them to the Tree of Whispers. You will not only get some gears, including legendary, but most importantly, you will also get a huge amount of experience. This is very effective for leveling. At level 50, I'm now in the Nightmare difficulty. You can of course switch to this difficulty sooner as you can. Hope this information is useful to you. Please smash the like button, subscribe, and ring that notification bell to never miss a video. Happy hunting in the season, and see you in the next one.